So I got to go ahead to tell the story. I want people to hear. I've been friends with Burnt Toast for about like 6 years, for a
Okay.
long time. Yeah, I've been friends with Crude AF since 2017, and so that's why Crude AF is in my shit.
Yeah.
So basically, what happened with the lawyer thing is BTM kept pestering Burnt Toast, kept pestering and pestering and pestering about paying a bill. Burnt Toast lied to him. Was like, yeah, you could pay this bill. You know, thinking it was the only, letting him think it was the only one. So he paid that bill, and that's where that comes from.
I see.
So about the receipt thing, Toasty made a promise to her audience that she will support whoever is being sued by Blowhorn Betty because she went after Frank. So she blindly, and maybe not the smartest move on her part, she'll admit that, blindly supported Blowhorn Betty until it was time for the receipts to come out. So Toasty kept asking for the receipts. Blowhorn Betty, well, not Blowhorn Betty, excuse me, Queen Bee. They're both fucking idiotic, so it's easy to mix them up. You know, um, so Queen Bee would not provide the receipts. Started going after her, Spitfire, all these things. The sometimes and I'm just speculating on this because sometimes the best defense is just to just let them talk and make themselves look fucking stupid.
Sure.
So that's pretty much what I know. She's never gotten the receipts. There's no receipts for Toasty to show, so to ask Toasty for fucking receipts is fucking dumb.
But
You know what I'm saying?
we all had that gut feeling. It's like, no way, dude.
Yeah.
It wasn't her lawsuit. I mean, why are you sending us? And I listen. We all had the opinion, and there's some people that can't stand Burnt Toast because of all of this. Understandably, I suppose. But even
Hmm.
even even still, even people that don't like her, whenever QB started saying, "Oh, go to Toasty, go get her fucking receipts from her," we all knew at that moment that there was no way that there was bad blood there, because no way. I mean, everyone was just like, dude, let's just leave Toasty alone, because people
Yeah.
started pestering her, and it's just like, dude, she doesn't. It's not her receipts. She doesn't have it.
But also, I want to make something really, really fucking clear. Toasty did not come up to me with this. Spitfire did not come up to me with this. Anyone in that community did not come up to me with this. Oh, am I still live? Hello?
Sorry, I muted myself.
Why?
Yeah, you're
Oh, you're
definitely
fine.
still here.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah.
Crew,
All right, cool. Just making sure.
crew.
No one. Oh, go
Tav,
ahead, bud.
actually, let me just tell you, Hostile Hoof said, Tav, that's a little off about the B Tim story.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you can come on.
If you want to correct me, Hooves, go for it, bro. But that's close to what I got. Was that was what I told you. But yeah. So it's nothing fucking nefarious going on. It's just a series of unfortunate events that fucking happened. Lastly, I want to make it clear no one is pulling our fucking chain. No one's telling us to do anything. I was searching for this, and naturally, I talked to the people involved, which is Toasty, Spitfire, everyone involved. We talked to people involved after that. So I mean, yeah, I know Burnt Toast. I've known her for a long time. I play video games with her, but that has nothing to do with why we are going after her. We are going after her because we saw something wrong and we are fucking handling it.
There's a lot of people that are like, how much are you paying these guys? I'm like, dude, I'm poor. I'm not paying anybody anything, dude.
Yeah.
I'm paying, like, what are you talking about? I couldn't afford to pay a team of dudes to fucking handle my business for me, man. I've been fighting by myself for so long. Hostile Hooves or Crude, if you guys would just come up for a second, or clear up any kind of clear up the story here. They both said that you've got the story about B Tim a little bit wrong, and I don't want people to
Yeah,
walk.
that's fine. And I'm fine being corrected on that because I'm going off like what I heard like maybe like a while ago, but.
Gotcha. I just don't. What I want to do is clear up any confusion. I don't want people walking out of here with any kind of wrong ideas. And it's easy to get things wrong. I do it every day. I totally understand.
Yeah, it's the fact you're able to be corrected if you're wrong. That makes it different. When people double down, it just makes them look more fucking stupid.
I agree, dude. I agree.
Yeah.
I did pin the link if anybody wants to come and clear it up.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you guys before yesterday. Obviously, I heard of Crude before simply because of the main storyline. But I didn't even know he's still around. If you go through my live streams, every time I'm talking shit, I ask the same question out loud. How the fuck does Crude feel about what's going on right now? He can't be happy, and it turns out he's not.
No, he's not. He's not. He hasn't been for a while. But Crew's the kind of guy that will stay his lane unless he sees like it's getting out of hand or something's like going down like crazy. But I will tell you, she shook, and she should be. She should be really fucking shook. Like I said on our stream, this isn't like your channel's going to get taken down kind of evidence. This is like maybe like the authorities are going to be fucking looking into you kind of evidence.
Well, once you get into that kind of money, man, it's just she can't pay that back. When she offered refunds, I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, fundraiser fraud is a thing, and I'm not saying she did or did not. We will find out.
It appears that way, but I guess we'll like you said, for now, it's all speculation, of course. And Hooves said he's going to come up here in a minute. He needs to get himself settled in there. Do you know? And you don't have to tell me anything, but do you know if Btim had any type of relationship with Toasty before all of this, or was this?
All I know is that they were just kind of friendly for a little bit. Toasty's not like super great friends with him or nothing, but they were just like friendly, for a little bit. And then I'll tell you, right now her opinion of him is not real high.
I can imagine. Like I would love to be a fly on that wall, but again, who am I? I'm just some asshole. I'm just giving commentary here.
Also, I will tell you that she has appreciated some of the things you've said.
I'm shocked to hear that. I really am, because she and I went at it pretty good. But again, that was all because she was tethered so tightly, from my perspective, to the problem, which is the B. And she said some really rotten things about my friends, dude. And also, so did Tiger Talks. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that lets bygones be bygones, but they were going heavy about I beat women and all this stuff. I've never done anything like that. I've never hurt anyone.
Look, it's the internet. Shit gets thrown out of proportion sometimes, but I will tell you, she does appreciate what you said. So so there's that. She's the type of girl to let you know when she thinks that you did something right. She's never been one to hold back just because you say something right, but she doesn't like approve of some other things you do, to let that slide,
Yeah, I mean, well, she probably heard me say that I respect the fact that she was going so hard for her friend, because that is, I mean, this is not me trying to throw my ego around. That's what I do for people, man. I stick my neck out, and I've been burned so many times. I still do it, So that's the part of the whole story that I respect. Okay, it looks like Hooves is with us. He is. Let's see here.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, she never saw
does
the
my
legal
mic work
bills,
this
by the
time?
way.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so you have to excuse Tab. He's been busting his ass on this stuff. Like I said, he's been dealing with a lot of names, a lot of numbers and stuff. So the actual story, the story goes with Parent Toast. Sorry, I was in bed. That's why it took me a minute to get up here.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming up.
The story with Burnt Toast and Btim was Betty filed a subpoena. She never said she was getting sued. She filed a subpoena for Google to get her stuff. And Btim offered to pay Toasty for the bill, the retainer, or whatever, the first bill. Toasty didn't feel right about it, that she doesn't like taking money. Just hey, here, I'll buy this for you. And so a little bit later, Btim offered again, and she said okay, and she handed him one bill. That was the one bill he paid. And he said, here, I'm going to do this. He was being generous. And he said, just don't tell anybody. And well, Queen Bee went ahead and outed it today.
Yeah, because
So,
she's shook. Yeah.
But one of the things that she doesn't know, and Btim didn't know, is that between July and October, there was more bills, and she had to pay those bills. So she had more bills to pay, because anyone who gets a lawyer knows that first retainer gets eaten up almost immediately.
I never had to get one, but I believe it.
So she had from July till October that she was covering herself to make sure that they can't subpoena her records or any of her information from Google. I mean, that's what she was trying to protect herself from that, and that actually costs money. I mean, there's emails, they have to put work in. That's how that stuff works. So there wasn't just one bill. Nobody ever has one bill for a lawyer. That's preposterous. But the big thing that she was mentioning was that Btim said, don't talk about it. So this is Queen Bee showing her ass that she doesn't know anything. Like the whole camera slip. Toasty doesn't have a camera.
I saw you say that, and one of you guys posted like a AI photo of the Toasty character in a gym. That was hilarious.
Yeah, there was a gym. I did a kangaroo because the OG people know about the 600-pound kangaroo.
Well, allow me to read a screenshot from a Broken Crackhead's Discord. I can't say where I got this from, but this is from the 5th. It says, "That's what I said." This is QB writing and it's in response to, look at that. It's in response to a woman that drove 400 miles from Dayton, Ohio to Monongahela, Pennsylvania to pester my family. And she did do that too. She's responding to Heather Bishop is her name. It's QB says, "That's what I said," as well as.
Wait. Hold on. Don't throw any, please don't throw any full names up here while I'm up here.
No, there are no full names. I don't. Oh, okay. That woman. Yeah.
I just don't want any.
You're right.
Government names associated with.
Out of respect for you, I won't do that.
Okay, thank you.
This is QB's response to some asshole in her chat, Discord chat. It says, "That's what I said," as well as Toasty knows the truth! Exclamation point. She did not have to come out of pocket to pay for my deposition, nor did she get sued for reading it. Betty went after Toasty on her own. We kept it secret out of respect for Toasty. And then it continues. Toasty needed a lawyer, and Btim paid for it because Betty sent a subpoena and Google to Google information. It says Toasty did not have to pay 1 red cent. And what you're saying is Btim only paid for one of her bills. So
yes, there was only one, the initial bill. And then when he paid, she paid it in full, down to the penny, screenshotted it, and sent it back to Btim to confirm that the money that he sent, which was to the dime or to the penny, confirmed that that was what was paid. As far as anything else on that, it's not true. She did pay. She had other bills. Like I said, anybody who has any form of logical thinking would know that you never just pay a retainer for a lawyer. It never happens that way. That retainer, whatever it is, gets eaten up fast, especially if you're going to go deal with Google.
Sure. So Toasty never saw the receipts from the lawyer at all.
No, she never saw any receipts from a lawyer with Queen Bee. The only receipt she has from a lawyer is her own when she had to go against Google.
Gotcha. Wow.
So, and the other thing is somebody brought this up, and I'm just going to shoot this out here before I dip because I'm going back to bed. If there's a court order saying she can't show the receipts, then show the court order.
It's that simple.
And you don't even have to show the court order. You could just show the money that came in. Or even
Yep.
better, how about your 1099 redacted so we can see how much you made on those years? Because I know it was a lot. Like I said, I got screenshots, sweetheart. I know you're raging. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight thinking about how you're crying into your ashtray. It's
Winning does make
fantastic.
you sleep better. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I spent so much time yesterday
No.
organizing evidence.
Makeup mobster. No, Btim does not know that that's the only thing he paid. He thought he paid the whole bill. Like I said, that's why they think it's only a bill. That's why Queen Bee is so, beating on her chest about it and so sure of herself because she doesn't know the whole story because she's too selfish to ask any questions. No, there was more than one. There was more than one bill. There was a couple, and she had to pay them.
I mean, dummies sometimes do just like smart people, and you don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. I do have a question in chat, though, if you would bear with me and answer it if you can. It just says, did Burnt Toast have to go against Google? I'm assuming.
She had to get a lawyer. She had to get a lawyer. She did a live stream about it, actually. It wasn't secret that she had a subpoena, or that Betty was trying to file a subpoena to go to Google. She was fighting to squash it so it couldn't be done. So this wasn't like, yeah, I know I said going against Google. No, she was actually going against the subpoena. She had to get, the lawyers had to do their shit to block the subpoena from going through. They had to quash it. And that's not usually done in just one shot.
Well, what kind of juice? I see Jay for Justice has, what grounds did BHB have to subpoena Google?
Now, see, I don't know that much. All I know that is to subpoena Google, it's got to be something big for Google
crazy. It seems like it's
to release anything.
It seems like that would be out of because BHB didn't have a lawyer. How the fuck did she even pull that off?
Typically, the people that Google I'm sorry, typically BHB was phishing. So like typically the only way you're going to get anything from Google is if there was an actual crime committed, a actual crime like money laundering,
sure.
Getting a whole bunch of money and then funneling into somewhere else, like, a relative over stuff, that kind of thing. Then the lawyers or the DAs can subpoena Google to get records. It's really hard to subpoena Google.
I can imagine so.
But like I said, she wasn't actually going against Google to say, stop it, you can't do that. She was going against the subpoena. She was trying to quash it.
Gotcha.
So basically, Betty was fishing.
I can't imagine any lawyer you can hire that is going to protect you against Google if they were going to do something like that.
Yeah, they wanted her name. Death by Chocolate said it. BHB has had a lady boner for Toasty for years. She desperately wants to know who Toasty is. If Betty decided to get involved, she would claim that she's my wife.
We were trying to find her too. I mean, full disclosure, I was sleuthing, but again, I'm just some asshole with a Chromebook in Pittsburgh. I don't know how to find somebody, but we thought we knew where she was in different regions of the country, and everything just fell apart.
She's a mystery, and it's best that way. And honestly, like, she's doing her own thing now. She's happy. She's not fucking around with these people anymore. Pardon my French. I try not to swear too much.
Oh, I'm a mess when it comes to that.
Yeah, I am proud of you. You did the whole no swearing stream with only like 3 hiccups.
Yeah, I heard too. I felt dirty after the last couple I did before that.
But yeah, so the whole thing was BHB basically wanting to get her information. That's all. So it was something that they had to quash to keep it.
How in the world is Toasty going to protect herself when whenever this all starts to move? And because I mean, there were a couple of years that she was, I don't want to use the word culpable. I don't know legal terms that way, but she was, the right-hand man of the bee. And,
well, because one, look at her track record. There's nothing in her past, anything she's done in the past, it's been like this. I'm like I said, I'm trying not to speak for her because I'm not her.
Yeah.
But what I know from her and how she is, and she's pretty upfront. She was told that there would be receipts, and everybody is amazed. And if you noticed, B got hard on for her after the case was over. Why do you think? Because she asked for receipts. It was over. So there should have been receipts. There was never any receipts. That's when B decided to go ahead and just kick her from the fucking hive, be done with her.
Great.
And try to destroy her credibility. The only thing B wanted is she wanted to work off of her credibility and the fact that she had a large following of people that trusted her. So it was a bunch more money coming in because they trusted Toasty.
Yeah, it was
all a big scam.
He was the straight man in the con, and it seems like not by choice.
And all